I'm Doug Jackson, founding attorney of the law firm of Douglas G. Jackson. We're here today with our new program. We're calling this the Business Education Network Interviews, or as I like to call them, Benis. We're here with professionals who are not attorneys, and we're here interviewing these professionals because we realize that businesses need a team of professionals, not just a team of attorneys. So when we're interviewing these professionals, they're going to tell you some strategies and some ways to better help run your business and better optimize your business. We're here today with Joe Pilliod of Garrison Pro. So thank you for joining us today, Joe.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, Joe, will you tell us a little bit about yourself so our viewers can get to know you a little bit better?
Sure thing. Hi, everyone. Joe Pilliod with Garrison Pro. A little bit about me. I am a family man, 4 wonderful children, and a wonderful wife. Air Force veteran, spent 6 years with the Air Force, and about 15 years doing work with the Department of Defense, both in Connecticut and here in Florida. Yeah.
All right. Joe, you're like a lot of our business owners. You've started your own business. You call it Garrison Pro. Tell us a little bit about your business and how you got it started.
Sure. Okay. So Garrison Pro, founded it in 2017 after my time with the Department of Defense. While I was with Department of Defense, I did everything from cybersecurity to technical work, technical consulting, and working in very large, complex, high security environments. So we took that experience and I turned around and wanted to bring it to the commercial world. And that's why I started Garrison Pro. We specifically focus on working with professional service firms, groups like engineers, architects, accountants, lawyers, people that sell their expertise and time to their clients. And our goal is to help those people make their firms, practices, and businesses more effective, give them more time back in their day, and help take the technology off their plate so that they can focus on what they do best.
All right, fantastic. Well, Joe, with businesses like Best Buy down the street, why would a business owner, especially a small business owner, come hire an IT firm or Garrison Pro for that matter, versus just doing it themselves? I guess really what I'm asking is what value do you add to the small businesses?
Really good question, and actually a question that we get asked a lot. So the best way to describe this would be the difference between a handful of raw materials or ingredients versus a fully baked cake or a fully completed solution. Could you go to Best Buy for a business and purchase a handful of computers? Yes, you can. However, when you go to set up those computers, how those people work, how their things are configured, how they share files, how they back files up, how their computers are secured, what licenses they have, all of the different aspects of how people work together and how your business needs them to work together for the processes and workload that you have, that's where you need us. You could go to Best Buy and you can get components of a solution. But for the actual fully baked solution, you need to talk to a professional, and that's where we'll be able to guide you through what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know, and there are a lot of options out there that we deal with on a daily basis for professional service firms that can help your business run a lot more effectively than if you tried to put it together yourself.
All right, speaking of things I don't know, Joe, I've heard a lot of talk about cybersecurity. I know a little bit broadly what it means, but I think a lot of business owners are like me. They're not IT professionals, and they don't know more except beyond the broad kind of idea of cybersecurity. What are some best practices you can describe or explain to help business owners, especially small business owners?
Also a good question. I think the first thing to remember is that cybersecurity is not a tool or a product that you can just buy and be cyber secure. Cybersecurity is a process and it's a thing that you do. There are certain tools that are part of cybersecurity, like a proper antivirus software or EDR, where it's detecting things that are going on certain systems. But those are parts of the picture. What's most important is when you're talking about cybersecurity for a business, it really comes down to configuration, how you manage risk in your business, how you manage change in your business, and all the processes that kind of surround that. That's really at its core what makes your business most secure. And all of that is people processes. how everyone works together and how everyone can get things accomplished. That's what we help you figure out with Garrison Pro. When it comes to best practices and some of the things that you can put in place yourself for your business, some good things to keep in mind are some of the basics, like admin privileges, for example. Make sure that only the people in your company who actually need admin privileges to certain systems and platforms have those admin privileges. And if you're going to give them admin privileges, see if you can separate it into different accounts. Do you have your regular user account and then something else that is an admin? And the reason for that is most attackers' end goal is to gain admin permissions over whatever it is that they're hacking into, whether that's your computer system or Office 365 or a cloud platform. If they have full admin permissions, they can turn off all the security measures and they can just put themselves in. So controlling permissions is one of the first and most important basic steps that you can do as a business. Beyond that, make sure you're not sharing accounts between different people. Share your password securely using something like a password manager with other people in the firm. Train people, if you get a wire transfer request, make sure you're calling that company to verbally verify through a different method of communication that that's a legit request. Disable accounts if you offboard someone from the firm. Things like that are some really good basics that everyone can use and you can put into practice today in your own firm.
Okay, thank you very much, Joe. So this sounds very complicated, and I know when I think of IT firms, cybersecurity firms, I think of a pretty big expense. So how is a small business owner going to be able to afford a firm like you and Garrison Pro or maybe other IT firms?
Another really good question. The way I like to talk about this question best is probably to think of it in terms of what we put back on your plate. IT is not necessarily a cost center, but it's not a revenue center either. What we do is we multiply the existing force that you have. So we make the people that you have more effective as a small business to be able to allow you to bring in more work and grow faster. When it comes to working at different levels, my work in Department of Defense and the work that we do with commercial entities now, we've worked in environments as small as one person for mobile field ops, things of that nature, all the way up to multiple 5,000 person plus enterprise environments. We understand how to secure things and make them work at all levels within that and in between that. So affordability wise, for a one or two person shop, we have plans that scale down all the way to that level at a very affordable rate for one or two off people. They're set up to lay that foundational groundwork so that as you add more people to the team, we can slide you into one of the business plans that gives you more flexibility, more options, and can better align with where you're trying to go as a business. As you keep adding people to that team, 10, 20, 50, 200, we can flex with that growth and we can make a plan that works for you so that we can help you, again, keep that technology working for your business in the way that you need it to.
Okay, Joe, I'm going to ask you a question I know you don't want to answer because I don't like answering these kinds of questions either, but I have to ask because I know some of our small business owners are wondering it. What is the lowest plan you've got? What's that start at?
So something very, very basic, I would consider the bare bones. So $50 a month, one machine, some backups, some cybersecurity, some on-call support with that as needed. We could go as low as $50 for one machine, certainly an option. As you go and you add more people to that business, it's going to become a lot more complex very quickly. So our prices go up generally from there. But for one-off people who are starting a business and they're starting to get that groundwork in technology-wise to help them grow, $50 is where we can start.
That's a lot better than what I was imagining, Joe. All right, Joe, we're running a little bit short on time here, but how do small businesses, or how do our viewers find more about you or about Garrison Pro or how to contact you?
Okay, thanks for asking. GarrisonPro.com is our website. If you go to that website, you'll see a button along the side for a free consultation. We're willing to sit down with anyone for an hour, talk over where your business is going, where you want it to go, and how technology fits into that picture. So free consultation available to the public. Anyone who'd like to sit down and chat with us, with myself, happy to do so. You can also email us at support@garrisonpro.com. And again, that's Garrison Pro, GarrisonPro.com. Or you can give us a call, 727-342 0241. Always happy to talk.
All right, Joe, thank you so much for coming in today. We'll be back next time with other professionals to teach you more about how you can more effectively operate and run your business. All right, thanks again, Joe.
Thank you. Have a great day.